Day two
of what?
Epcot Food and Wine.
No.
I meant
Festival of the Arts.
Festival of the Arts.
Yeah.
Yeah, day two. We did day one yesterday.
Good, you're here.
It's that.
I found one of Glamgo's traps all by myself, so you're welcome.
Okay, we weren't expecting that.
Okay, take two. Day two of Epcot.
Festival of the Arts.
Yes,
Yay.
Festival of the Arts. We went yesterday and did...
It was a really short one.
Yeah.
We made it really more about the food today. I'd like to do... There's a couple booths we didn't do that we want to try, but it's going to be more about doing the painting thing, maybe doing a ride or two, maybe doing a couple of the just activities that they have here. It's more that type of stuff that is about the food booths. But once again, we will hit some more food booths.
Yeah.
So, yep, day two. Here we go.
All right, let's go. Ready? Our first stop is Pop Eats. Tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches, one of our favorites. World Showcase, and we're gonna get the bubblegum soft serve in a cone. Yum! Imagination all day. Bubblegum ice cream looks like some nerds on a lavender cake pop. Looks good. Okay, got the imagination cone. I gotta take a quick bite. Davey's not here yet, but it is melting quickly. Tastes like the bubblegum ice cream with some nerds. Good, but so messy on a warm day. It's like in the 70s. Okay, we'll wait for Dad, but it's good. And this is where we lost sound. Apparently the camera started recording in slow motion, so we have no sound for the rest of the video. So we're just gonna do an overview.
Yep, then here I am with the bubblegum cone. It's as you can tell, it was hot and it was dripping everywhere. It was really, really good. I really recommend that one. I like the nerd things, whatever they are on them, but it's definitely you get that, you want to eat it quick. That would be my one advice with it.
And here we had the tomato soup and the grilled cheese. We got the normal grilled cheese and the pimento grilled cheese soup.
Yeah, this is the normal grilled cheese. I remember thinking, I really liked it, but once again, it's a grilled cheese. with the good tomato soup, there's nothing really else to say about it, but it is very good. If I remember right, Houston preferred the grilled cheese, right?
Yes, I did. I thought it was just more simple overall, and I felt like the other one just had, I don't know, it just felt like it took away from the simplicity of what makes a grilled cheese good. But both were still very good.
Yep. And I remember me and Shannon did the same thing. We both, we tried them both, but I think the pimento one was slightly better. Once again, we like pimento cheese. We like the smokiness. We like just the flavor, but yeah, they're both good.
Hughes, what did you think of the soup?
I thought the soup was really good. It was creamy.
It was
had
hot.
Good flavor. Yeah, it was hot. And it was just a very, very good soup.
Yeah, this is always one of our favorite booths from times past. And I agree. I liked the plain grilled cheese and tomato soup was really good. The soup was actually hot as compared to the Encanto booth the day before, which made it really good. It just makes a difference when you're eating not cold soup. And then I had the pimento one, and that one I remember liking better. Just the flavor profile is really good. It's unique. It's not like your traditional grilled cheese and tomato soup. It has that like smoky flavor from the pimento cheese.
Fried green tomatoes.
Yeah, and the fried green tomatoes. That one was a win. It was really good. We enjoyed that one.
Yep. Highly recommend Pop Eats.
Yeah. And then we went to opening bites. This is where we got the soft shell crab slider. We thought this would be kind of fun for something different, something none of us have ever tried before. And then we also got the beer flight.
As you saw, I was smiling on there because when they handed it to me, I was like, wow, that's very unique looking dish. And the first thing I thought was like, there's no way Houston's going to eat this. So that's probably a little bit of my smirk right there.
But he did.
Yeah, I actually really liked it. Once again, it's not my favorite, but there was barely any seafood. The crab had a nice crunch. It was juicy. And for that, I think shows how good it is, because I'm not even a seafood fan, and I really liked it and wanted to go in for more.
Yeah, we had to stop Houston from eating more, which I thought Houston was going to take one bite and be done, and that was going to be it. But and then you see I have enjoying some leftovers on my lip.
Oh,
But yeah, it was it was really but yeah, it was really good. That soft shell crab was definitely probably one of the surprise of the entire fest, as I really liked it, and I would get it again, and that says a lot. That's something I thought would have been like, we take a bite just for the novelty of it, but then yeah, nothing that great.
Yeah, it turned out to be really good, and it was something fun to eat. I mean, you're eating the legs, you're eating the whole crab part of it, so it was fun to bite into a leg, and the texture was different. It was soft. You expect, you think if you eat crab and you have that shell part, that if you don't get it all, but it was all soft, all chewable and eatable, and the flavor was so good. We agree. It was a win of the fest. We also got the beer flight, and this one came with a candy paint Weiss beer, a Pilsner, and an IPA. And here I am. I can never get the beers out, or the flights out of the little cardboard containers. I don't know why. They get stuck every time. I can never get them out. So I think I started with
The Weiss.
the Weiss or the IPA.
No,
I
it was
can't
the Weiss.
remember.
It was the
I
Weiss.
started with the Weiss.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, because I say that's not an IPA.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Oh, this is the one I thought tasted like a sour beer.
It was a sour-ish, but wasn't, I'd say, like a full-on sour.
Yeah, and then I had the Weiss.
The Pilsner.
Or the Pilsner. Wow, I'm getting these all confused. And that was like a light beer, if I remember. It tasted just like a lager. And then I think I tried the IPA was last. And as many people know, I am not an IPA fan. But this one, if I remember correctly, it actually wasn't bad. It was like a light IPA.
Yeah, this one was actually done by a Crooked Can. The IPA, it's called Fantasia Fusion IPA. It actually, Crooked Can's my favorite brewery. It's a Winter Garden brewery. It's local to us, and that's one that me and Shannon actually go to often. And I'm sort of the same way Shannon's. I don't mind IPAs. I like them, but I have to be in the mood for them. Same with dark beer. I like dark beers, but it's not something I can just have whenever. I have to be in the mood for them, type of scenario. And I remember this was a good flight. I wasn't insanely impressed by it. The Weiss just was sort of more of a, it's like a light beer with a little berry sour, little sourish, but not really a full-on sourish to it.
That was my favorite one, though.
Yeah, that was Shannon's favorite. That was probably my second favorite. Then there was the next one was this Pilsner right here. And the thing with the Pilsner, it was good, but it just tasted like a light beer. I remember just drinking it and being like, well, if you didn't tell me anything new about it, I just said, it's just light beer. But then the IPA was probably my favorite of the three. That was just a really well done IPA. So, yep, I liked it. Oh,
Houston eating a leftover crab leg. And then we went into Guardians. So we took a quick break and went and hit the Guardians ride.
Shannon getting some good. It was actually a really pretty day that day.
Oh my gosh, it was a beautiful day that day.
We got very lucky. The Friday and Saturday opening days were, weather-wise, it was wonderful.
Yeah, they were beautiful. As you can tell, this part is in slow motion.
Okay, so after that, we went to Figment's Imagination Pavilion, and last time I got a lemonade, and I got the blue cup, so now I got the chipotle pineapple, I think?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, chipotle pineapple lemonade, and I got in the pink cup, and it was really good. At first, I liked it a bit more than the other one because I thought it was more smoky, a bit more original. And to be honest with you, they're both very different. I'm not sure which one I like more. But if I had to pick, I'd pick the original lemonade.
The South Seas blend.
Yeah, South Seas blend, that's what it's called.
All right. And now we're off to our beer selection. So we got the other one. So they had a cider flight and a beer selection. And I guess when you get them together, they form a rainbow. That's why it's all the different colors. If you put them all together, it actually represents a rainbow. And this beer flight, this is what I mean. I liked it, but the problem with it is that it didn't really taste like anything different. You think green beers and all this other stuff would have like a certain fruity taste or a little bit of extra taste to it, but but the blonde ale just tastes like an average blonde ale. The blue butterfly lager just tasted like an average Budweiser lager, and then the last one was called Make Things All Purple Ale, just tasted like a normal ale beer. I think that was the only thing I was a little bit disappointed with that flight. It's just like you think the tropical, like whatever, you expect just something a little bit different with it, but it was just tasted like any standard beer you'd get anywhere. So I think me and Shan thought the same thing about that.
Yeah, I agree. I think I had really high hopes because I like the look at them, and that's how I buy a lot of things. It's just because the way I like the looks of them. So it looked like a really fun flight, and I thought, oh, this will be fun. I guess like looking at it, you kind of like expect kind of like an apple, maybe like a blueberry and a grape flavored thing. That's not at all what it was. The first one was the blonde ale, which I like blonde ales. Oh, I think I started with the last one.
Yeah, you got the purple.
Yeah, so I started with the purple ale, and to me, it just tasted you could tell it just tastes like beer. There was nothing unique to, other than the way they looked, there was nothing really unique to the flavors of them. And then this is the blue butterfly lager. This one, it tasted just like a lager, but it did have like a hint of like a different, I don't know if it's like a planty flavor, like that blue butterfly. I don't know. It was different. Yeah, I said it tastes like blue butterfly. It's nothing you can really describe. It's nothing I would order. I wouldn't order this again. Yeah. So I mean, it was fine. And then I did the blonde ale next, and I like blonde ales. That one was my favorite. But once again, it just tasted just like any
average blonde ale you get at any bar.
Yep.
think of the most typical beer you can get at a bar. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah. So it's really like great for pictures. The flight is, but for like taste and stuff, it might have been like the least favorite beer flight we had. I would probably say out of the 2 days of the festival.
Yep.
Which was kind of disappointing, kind of a bummer. It tasted like beer, is what I say. That's the best way to describe that flight.
Yay, and this is one that I was really excited for.
So is Houston.
Yeah, this is the one that we got the chicken shumai. And we got the dragon fruit beer. That's right. That one was, because we had such good luck with the guava beer. I felt like, you know what? Let's give a shot with the dragon fruit beer. It sounded interesting. We like the other one. Let's give that one a shot as well.
Make up for from the last flight we had. And the only bummer about this was this one, for the little mountain food, you get like 3 bite-sized bits of shumai.
It was $10.
And it was $10. So that was the one the one letdown of the meal. It was starting to get kind of windy. But this was really good. It reminded me of like a chicken meatball, I think is what I said, inside of a pasta dish. And this was a highlight for us. And then Houston's turn.
Oh yeah, I thought it was really good. It had a nice sauce that was sweet. Inside, it was almost like a ravioli, and the chicken was well cooked. And it just had so much flavor. Although I do agree with Mom that I wish it would have had big old portion.
Yeah. And then this is me trying the dragon fruit. I think it was just like a lager, dragon fruit beer.
Yeah, it was just a lager. Yeah.
And I wasn't really sure how it could taste because dragon fruit sounds good, but sometimes I feel like it's not very flavorful. This was delicious. This was so good. This was my second favorite drink out of the 2 days at the festival that we had. Number 1 being the guava beer at Encanto. This took second place. It was so good.
Yep, and this is me trying the draw. But I 100% agree with Shan on that. It was guava beer was number 1 on my list because I like the unfiltered, type of beers, and that one was just great. But that dragon fruit was a surprise winner. I really liked it. It was really, really good. And then trying the shumai, this just for me personally, it probably was in my top 3 out of the food. I think the two foods at Mexico and the shumai might have been my three favorite foods of the whole fest, especially when you got that last bite and you added the cucumber with it. I felt like that made all the difference in the world. That was that shumai was absolutely wonderful. I really, really liked it. Only downside is price, but outside of that, just like if we're just talking strictly flavor, it was one of my favorites of the whole thing.
That was a win. And then more artwork. I love that picture. It was.
You kept pointing that one out.
I kept pointing that one out. It was so cool. It's one of my favorite parts of the festival is just seeing all the different artists, and they have a lot of the artists there. So if you purchase artwork, they're there to sign whatever you buy, which is super cool. But they just have so many great and different paintings. Each booth is so entirely different, which makes it fun. Then we went to my favorite, Italy.
Oh, yes.
Or no, not Italy, France.
France.
And got the brie cheese in a bread bowl. And this is
a must.
a must. France is a must for every festival that we do. So we got that, and then we also got the frozen French martini.
And a bread bowl of cheese, and that was really good. I mean, you just can't go wrong with it. It's just good cheese, melted, and just good melted cheese with bread, and it's just so good.
Yeah, it's hard. How do you mess it up? It's just really good brie cheese. It was really delicious. I mean, it's a must get. Every time you go there, you see that in there, you sort of have to get it. And this is a frozen French martini. This has Grey Goose vodka, a Chambord liqueur, pineapple, orange, and grape juices with lemon lime foam. We just wanted to try something a little bit different. We've done nothing but beers, and I thought, let's at least get one. And also, it was hot enough outside. Let's get something a little bit more frozen. I knew Shannon would enjoy that one. So we wanted to at least get one drink, and I say that was a win. I would get that again. I really liked it, but it's definitely not something you'd want to get like today. Today outside is a little bit colder. But on a hot day, that's a great drink, and that's a must get.
Yeah, this bread bowl is top 3 in the festival. It's so good.
She likes wearing it.
Yeah, it's so good. The only bummer is it is like $10 for that little piece of bread, and it's like $9.75 or something. But it's a must. It's one of our favorites every time. And this frozen martini, it reminded me of a frozen grape juice. Now, I love grape juice, so that didn't bother me at all, but I thought it was good. And I think you said it tasted like cranberry juice,
yeah,
kind of.
I felt maybe it was the orange stuff mixed together. I felt like it was more cranberry-ish, but at the same time, now that I read the description, it is more grape juice.
Yeah, it was so good. That's how we ended the festival. And then the last 2 days, the 2 days of the festival, I think were a win. One of the big highlights for me was all the different drink options that are kid-friendly that they have this year.
Usually they don't have very many.
Yeah, normally Houston is stuck with soda. So they had lots of different lemonade flights, which was so fun.
Yep.
It was a win.
Yep. Festival of the Arts is a must. We want to do probably one more day. We did pretty much everything, but there's a couple more we want to do. But we want to go back there, hit the rest, maybe do a day 3, and
thanks for watching, everyone.
yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks.